Resident Evil 5 S-Ranking Professional Difficulty Guide for NextGenWalkthroughs.com. I said this in the previous video, but for the S-Ranking, you have to have accuracy over 70%, 30 enemies killed, 0 deaths, and less than 38 minutes.
If we want to find out, we're going to have to lower that bridge.
So this is the... I can't remember. No, this is not the first encounter with the Lickers, but this is where you really get swarmed by the Lickers. No, the Kissers.
Kissers.
I can't believe I remembered that.
I can't either. I was going to mention it, but I waited and you came up with it.
I remembered it. So have one person run upstairs and have one person kind of sitting over here by this bridge, and if you shoot the Kissers as they're climbing up the walls, they'll fall down and die in one shot. Well, the shot has to actually be kind of damaging. You have to do, like if it's a gun like this assault rifle, it might take a couple shots to knock them down, but with a gun like the Magnum, it'll take them out in one shot. I should have used the grenade launcher and just knocked them off instantly, but, you know, hindsight is 20/20.
Yeah.
You know. So we were talking about reviews and jaded game reviewers. And I think the 1 to 10 scale or 1 to 100 scale is kind of ridiculous because every game gets a score in the 70 to 100 and most likely 80 to 100 range.
If it's decent.
If it's decent, right. Whereas something like Roger Ebert's movie reviews, he does a 1 to 5 star scale. And a rating of 2 stars translates to like a 40 out of 100. But that doesn't necessarily mean that's like what he would score it, like a 40% on a test or something like that if he was scoring it. But
yeah,
Giant Bomb also does 1 to 5 stars, which I like because it gives them more room.
Do they do half stars?
I don't know. I would assume so. But then when you get into half stars, it's like it's just the same as 1 to 10.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's just crazy when people get pissed about a review before they've played a game.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Killzone 2.
Right.
How and someone who gave it like a not that good of a score just gets
a
berated on the internet.
A month before the game came out,
the
game was getting average reviews, and it was a very average game. Completely forgettable, in my opinion.
Well, I think a lot of people would disagree with you, but...
Well, my opinion is the only one that matters. To me, at least, so I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you kill those Lickers, you push that dumpster, that cum dumpster. The cum dumpster pushes the cum dumpster upstairs, and then you move on. And now we're getting to the part where I needed a human partner. A human.
Yes.
Tetherball. So, the best way to do it is get behind Jill at the very start here. She's going to do some backflips, and you can grab her and then throw her. And then she's out for this battle. Had I known that, I might have been able to do it with the co-op. Or with the AI. So when you run over to that door, it activates a little cutscene. You need to run away. And then my partner is shooting Wesker with rockets right now, trying to kill him. And you can either avoid him for, I think it's 7 or 8 minutes, and just run away from him for that long, or you can do enough damage to him and you get a little achievement in the process. And if you do enough damage to him, this Heart of Africa jewel falls between those stairs. So, for the second half of this battle, what you need to do is flash her or stun her. Stun Jill. And then have one person run behind her and like hold her still by pressing the X button to kind of hold her in place. and then the other partner walks in front of her, and you can see just shoots her right in the chest. There's this little like red diamond right on her chest, and you just have to do that like, I don't know, 6 or 7 times, and then you can rip the diamond off of her chest. So yeah, just keep doing that. Flasher, holder, shooter, over and over and over.
Flash and shoot, huh?
Flash and shoot. Yeah. Yes, you're familiar with that. Don't grab her or stand too close to her when she's on the ground. It's easier just to keep doing this pattern over and over. If you try to rip the thing off of her chest every time, it's gonna she'll jump up and hurt you really quickly.
Yeah, this is kind of weird.
What?
This boss.
Yeah, well, are you familiar with her or the story at all?
No.
Oh, she's a character from an old game, and you thought she had died, and now she's under control by the guy that I killed in the last section of the boss battle, and who's the final boss of the game, and like that red diamond on her chest is controlling her brain. Or It is pretty fucking weird, actually.
Oh yeah, you were saying it's weirder than Metal Gear, which is pretty weird.
Right. Well, the story makes less sense than Metal Gear. Metal Gear is just so convoluted. It's like a whole different level of crazy.
These Japanese games.
Yeah. So I think one more time of doing that, and then we can rip that thing off of her chest.
Flasher, shooter, rip
Yeah.
that thing off of her chest.
Yeah, I think you have that written on your permanent record. Doing that to girls in the park, right?
What?
Flash them, shoot them. No?
Take something off their chest.
Take something off their chest. Give them a pearl necklace.
No, that's not my style.